back everybody. We're finally doing another video on the VS again. It's been a while, but it's just been on the daily driver duties. It's just been, hasn't failed. Everything's gone good. That's why I haven't seen anything, because everything's working as it should. So today all I'm doing is, just a quick oil change today is all I'm doing. So, and also this belt, you might see is pretty buggered, so I've got to change out. I bought two new ones. Apparently they're the same thing, the alternator and the power steering one. So got to change them out. But the main reason of today's video is I want to put a resonator on the back of this thing. Even the 5 litre, just with the that system I got on there, it does sound pretty decent. It's just a 2-in-1, so you do get a bit of that thong slap Holden V8 noise. Sounds freaking awesome though. Only problem I'm having is on the highway at around about, anywhere between about 105 to about 115 k's an hour, it starts droning really bad. If you go faster, it goes away, and if you go under, it goes away. But right where you're supposed to be, it is pretty irritating inside the car. So I'm going to try and resolve that with a new resonator. We'll see what happens. And also the car is probably a little bit too loud, as in it's not that loud as it is right now. That muffler does a pretty good job at quieting it down. But I don't want to get done by cops for whatever, and when you do get on it, she does make a fair bit of noise. So just another thing to keep a little bit quieter, and I do leave work early in the morning and all that sort of thing, so that should solve our issue. So we'll get under the car and have a suss. This is what I currently got. I've got out of the motor, where it is, it's the Y pipe comes over here, out of the motor. I've got a muffler box there. It kicks up over the diff, and then there's a straight pipe right at the back, and somewhere in that straight pipe I want to put a resonator. So yeah, right here in this spot we got bags of room for one. I don't know why this bends here. It doesn't really seem to need to be there, but anyway. So I'll probably just cut here and chuck in a resonator. Got to position this guy, because that will probably have to come off the resonator, because the resonator tube's probably a 4.5 inch diameter or something, so I have to end up welding that to it. But yeah, should be able to just, there to there. It's about that long, I think. And we'll give that a suss. I'll just finish the oil change first and all the boring shit up the front. So I got my belts off, power steer and the alternator belt off. But guy at the part shop said they were both the same, but they're not really, no. If you stretch them out, this one here is a lot shorter. So we'll try and put on 2 of the same, see if the adjustment allows for that, but I don't know. Find out, I guess. Well, here's our new fan belt. I'll be able to tell you in a bit if that part number works with both the alternator and the power steer. We'll find out, I guess. So guys, I'm able to tell you that no, they are definitely not the same. This one is got to be a lot longer, and even the alternator one, it does go on, but it is tight. But the power steering one is different. It's not the same. So I've got to go return it and get another one that's longer. So yeah, we'll take the old belt back to the shop with the old belt. We have to take the only non-V8 car in the fleet. Yeah, needs V8, I reckon. Well guys, got the right belts on. That one, got to adjust them still, but they both work. So I got the longer one. This one's like 1 inch longer or something. But yeah, it was sort of my fault why he got me the wrong one. That I told him it was a single track pulley, but no, it's definitely not. I thought he meant, unfancy ones. But okay, cool. Tighten them up. Change oil filter, put some oil in it, and then we'll get to interesting stuff with the exhaust. So I got the old oil filter off. I like to use the bigger ones, because usually the 5 litre one's a bit smaller, but I'll use the Z30. It's the same as what you'd find on like an old HQ Red 308 or something. But it's the same thing. It's a bit less clearance, but it still fits, and it's bigger, so must be better, I don't know. Righto guys, oil is back into it. Belts are on, filter's on. We'll start it up, get some oil moving around the thing, make sure nothing's bad. And then we'll move to exhaust. All light on, now it's off, so we got pressure.
pretty good as is, a bit loud. Belts are looking good. So now I'm just going to raise the back of the car up, and then we can get that tailpipe section out to fit in our, here it is here, our Resonator, or hot dog looking thing. So that's a 2.5 inch internal diameter. It's a red back. There you go, there's the part number. And that should mellow things out a bit. So I've jacked the car up on both sides, jack stands, and just got to undo that clamp right there. Then we can get this whole section out. Never mind that spring there, that's going to be sorted. I'm going to put a stock one back in again. I want to bring up the height to get them getting ground clearance problems. So we'll whip that one out and then chuck in or slice it and fit our resonator. So I got the tail section out now. That was a bit of a shit of a job. Ended up having to drop the muffler box as well because it's a slide on one that clamps on, so they didn't really give me enough height in that hump to get it out, so I had to bloody drop that. That was a bit shit. Fell on me as well. It was great fun. Now we can take this down to the shed and slice a section out and put this in the middle. So got the pipe in the shed, got our resonator here, and I'm trying to figure out where we want it to put it in this section. So I don't think we're going to be able to put it from in this area here because this is the rear hanger and this is straight, so if we went from there to there we're going to have a problem with putting that in the right spot, and we have to have some clearance there so we can get the rubber around and in. So I think we're going to have to probably do it somewhere where the pipe's still straight enough, so probably about in there is probably ideal. I'm going to have a bit of an angle on it, but as long as that bit's in the right spot as it used to be and the tailpipe's in the correct spot as it is now, it shouldn't matter where this is because there's plenty of clearance in the car until the bend. But yeah, I think about there. So here is our glorious welder that I haven't used in I don't remember when. It has a gas wire in it and I don't have any gas, so I've got to change out the wire. So if you want to see good welds and you're in the wrong place, you can go somewhere else. But we'll change the wire out and see if this old piece of shit still works, and we can stick things together with it. So I've got our gasless wire set up and it's feeding great, which is good. I'm going to cut 2 test pieces from this because I don't want to, cock this up because I haven't used this machine in ages and I haven't welded in ages. So I'll give slice 2 little bits off and stick them together. So here's my 2 cut pieces. I'm just going to give it a go, zapping those 2 pieces together. Well guys, I think we're in business because check it out. That's for gasless, and I haven't done this in a few years, and I'm happy with that. If I can get that on the pipe, I call that good enough. So this is the plan. I've got it sitting where I want to put it in. I'll get a marker and line around it to try and get my angles as good as I can on both sides. I've taken a photo of about that position there so I can move everything around front and back to make sure it all lines up. And yeah, I think we just got to kind of go for it now. See what we can do. No going back. So I've just marked with a Sharpie about where I want to make my cuts. And what I'll probably do is go around with a roll of tape, but I'll make it probably about there because this OD, the internal diameter is a little bit more than the external of this, which is really convenient because we can just slide it over. And I'll probably put it about there so there's a little bit of overlap. But yeah, I'll get a bit of tape, run around it, know exactly where to cut with the angle grinder, and then piece all it together again and zap it together. So our first cut's in the vise, and we'll get to shunging it now. Forgot the safety glasses. Well, fellas, that's what I reckon we're going to do. That's the bit that was taken out, and yeah, it actually looks like it's supposed to be there. Can't believe I did that. But yeah, I will probably clean up around here first. I'll lay some tacks down, and then we'll go put it in the car to make sure it's not completely wrong. And then once we know where it is, we'll go around the outside, seam it all up, and it should be mint. Another thing I did to make sure everything's in the same spot is I kind of, you see I scribed into the table the outline of that, and up on this end I made sure that this was in line with, you see that bit of wood there, right here, made that was 90 degrees, and yeah, so I make sure that's what I did to try and get it as good as possible. So I have laid a few tacks down. I'm lucky I took a photo before I did it, because actually I had this hanger around the wrong way. But we'll go take it up to the car now and see how it fits. Well guys, that's the pipe in, and it'll work. It fits with the rest of the exhaust. There's nothing looking dodgy, it doesn't hit anything, it's not too close to something, it fits right in that heat shield. So we can go to town now and seaming it up. So there we go guys, I got one bit seamed up. No, it's not super pretty, but it'll be functional. That's gasless as well, so you got plenty of splatter, but that won't leak, so that's good. Now we just got to do this one here. Well, there we go guys, that is the install. Come up all right. You know, it's not amazing, but it's in there, and it's now ready to go back on the car. I'm just going to give it a quick spray of paint, just because I had some overspray when I did the rear bumper and it's a bit white there, and maybe on the welds. Other than that, all sorted. Well, this is now all sorted, and I had to fix the connect the part from the wire pipe a bit more. There's a few holes in it, but bloody dark now. It's only what do you call it, like 5:15, you know, winter things. So we'll get this thrown in the car and see how it sounds. Well, the exhaust is now reinstalled back in the car, so I might go take it for a test spin. I'll set you back up where you were before, and we'll have a sound comparison. Well, thanks guys for joining us in today's video. Bit of a long one, spent all day on just doing one thing, but the car sounds a lot better than it did now. So we'll see you next time.